Hello everybody, TF Live here this week to cast ozfortress Season 20 Week 3, and we're bringing you Baguette On My Level against GAR eSports. Tonight with me as my co-caster is Rocky yet again. Say hello, Rocky.
Hi guys.
And we have our caster Wiethoofd yet again, bringing us great coverage as always. So tonight this is the second week in a row actually casting a game of Baguette. They actually have been doing really well. In the scrim prior, they were going head-to-head with the old... What team was it? It's Delicious Delicious, which is Seed 3, which we're actually covering tomorrow. A little shout to ourselves there, but I reckon this could be a really close game. GAR are a team that... It's kind of like baby right-wing death squad from last season. They've lost a couple players and they've gained a couple players. I think their idea this season was they were going to off-class in intermediate, but they ended up breaking the Prem barrier, and they've been doing pretty well when they're not running 5 pyros and sandbagging, so hoping to see a decent game at the very least.
Have you casted this team yet?
No, they have not had any coverage. The one thing that's interesting is they run a perma sniper.
Okay, the smile guy, I imagine?
Yeah, Mio. Smiley face Mio. Yeah.
Very infamous Highlander sniper.
Yeah. Same roster as the last time, except instead of Aza, we have Koskoa on Baguette Medic. He used to play for a couple teams. He used to play for what was that team? They came like third in ozfortress, like when there was 16 ozfortress. I can't remember, but he played for that team. It's like the Hertzmoop team, but they came third, and he's a pretty competent player. The roster for GAR is actually pretty interesting. So, for people who don't know, the Australian and the Asian TF2 communities have kind of mixed recently because a lot of Asians have been hopping the pond and playing ozfortress. And recently, halfway through the season, pretty much, the cable between Perth and Singapore broke. So now Asians are getting loads of ping. So loads of teams have been left out to dry because they've lost core players that were from Asia who can't play anymore, especially if they were in projectile classes. But the only one we've really seen is who has really kind of stayed is Himari, and Himari's on Scout. He's a very competent Scout, and he's been around as one of the earlier people who joined the ozfortress community from Asia, and he's been doing really well so far. Then on the rest, we have Ben, who was playing for Right Wing Death Squad last season, who's a very, very scary Scout. I think he was working for Madmen in the Source match that we casted the first week. We have Bird on Medic, who is actually more known for her grounds as a Highlander Pyro, if you can believe that, but she has been playing Medic previous seasons, and she's actually been doing really well. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but she's been performing extremely well from what I've seen, and is a very competent player. I believe aliasing as Gary is Signed Unknown, who is the person who I've heard from everyone who's on his team is the guy who can't take anything seriously. So I'm seriously interested to see how he's going to commit on demo. Then on Soldier we have KPC, who I think is pocketing, but I think he half frames, half pockets. And then on Sniper, yeah, we have Mio, who's been perma-sniping in all of his officials, and been doing an interesting job of it. So we got a bit of an off-class team here.
Yeah, Bird is pretty incredible on Pyro. She's like a even sexier version of T-Son, so pretty keen to see how she does on Medic. And Mio's, a set amazing sniper, so keen to see if they can meme their way to success, or maybe Baguette are just gonna steamroll them with the aggression like they did to the opposing team last match.
Yeah, the Salt 3 versus Baguette match, like we said while we were casting it, was a really fun and close game. Hoping we can see a mirror of that this week. I don't know, I'm really interested to see, like, we weren't actually, like, there's a couple things, like, people are just getting the new games now, but there's a lot of things to see. I'm lucky that we got to see GAR play this round, because we originally were just going to cast Vicious Delicious versus Madman, I believe. We ended up getting people around to do a double this week, and I don't know, I'm really interested to see, because I was just worried about it, because this could easily turn into a sandbag if they just decide to run 5 pyros, but with their roster that they're running tonight, they have huge potential to at least contest. So I'm happy to see them actually on classes at the very least, not running a heavier mid, at least not yet. And everyone's just getting in their proper aliases. So we should see a ready up any second now, to be honest, because we've had 12 in the server for pretty much the entire time we've been alive, honestly.
Are there any standout players, you think?
We're live in 5 seconds, actually. And standout, I don't know. Crud is probably Crud, KBC, and I'd say Mia Sniper, because it's a sniper, and I mean, like, who doesn't like watching Sniper in sixes, let's be honest.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm gonna watch Crud on this first rollout, because who do you watch on mid?
I watch Crud.
Yeah. So he's getting forward as well. He's doing the standard stuff. He's just chatting spam with the demo right now. So slowly aggressing on the right side of fight on the left side, allowing Gar to just kind of not guard bagging. He just walk through this mid, almost completely uncontested. Crud's just walking over and he absolutely pipes Bird. A really weak mid to start off from GAR eSports. I don't know if that sniper was in their favor there, and he gets cleaned up really late into the fight.
I didn't even notice the sniper to the end. Maybe Baguette realized that and just pushed extremely aggressive across the point as a result, but they just seem super dominant. They just walk forward and crush them.
I think out of all the maps to run a perma sniper, this is going to be the weakest. Snakewater's not that great.
It's such a long rollout, eh? It takes a long time to get in position.
Like, they're pushing in already, they've Ubered straight in. They do only lose sign, but that is a demo pick, and KBC's just trying to delay time. We've got a pyro up on the point, but yeah, they end up capping it. So this is the thing, my team actually came up against these guys, and they were on Sunshine and Process, both. If you're going to run a sniper, those are probably the maps to do it on. Sunshine has really good open spots on pretty much every flank to start off the mid, and Process has Choke, which can be pretty well defended and gets a free reign if the other team isn't super aggressive.
Well,
but Snakewater, you're pretty limited. Yeah, they're going to be playing with the sniper again. I want to see if he can get anything done this time, but they have to play a bit aggressively to support him, I reckon, because they're just going to get walked over. But the aggression's starting. Himari's kind of getting caught out, trying to just deal with players behind now. KPC actually gets 2, Zoic and Lugnuts. Mad ends up picking up Sign, Pingu ends up jumping straight onto KPC, I believe, so it's a 3v4 here, but it doesn't look like Baguette are looking to back this up right now. The sniper's still in the top of Saw, and Crud's just eating these heals. They're fighting this, but it's a really awkward fight where no one's looking to commit. Pingu finally goes down, and finally gets stoned by Mio, and Crud goes down. I don't really like them staying in that fight. It was
no, they should have retreated. They lost mid a lot earlier before that. What's interesting is they lost before Mio had even come to middle. They were effectively playing 6v5 and they still managed to foul.
Yeah.
Mio wasn't hitting shots for a good 30 seconds there, and by the time, you know, they were losing hard, they should have got the mid account. Let's see if their red team can actually take it to last.
But actually getting a pretty bad force there, I think maybe by a sniper, but yeah, Pingu picks up Mio, and that's going to mean that they're going to might be fighting this. I'd be interested to see. So they lost their outers, I believe it was, I'm going to say, yeah, it had to be KPC, so then sort of, KPC jumped onto Bird and got the fort early. So they're on an even Uber, actually a slight disad even. With Pingu and Lugnuts both on off classes, well, it looks like they're just settling in here, just trying to find their grounds, but I mean, I don't know, man. There's two things that I've noticed is, it's kind of rare these days, you don't see it as much as I feel like you used to, but the perma sniper, a lot of teams struggle with it. Like, I've seen low impact snipers who aren't hitting their shots completely dismantle a team because they're just too scared to peek.
Yeah. Let's have a look. There's a scout hiding under the bridge at the moment.
Really? Okay, so this could work. I don't know. I think they're just both teams trying to get up on their Uber before they make any rash decisions. Pingu's up on the left. Just
we're
weighing
likely
up
going to see
options.
this devolve into an Uber stalemate, and the snipers, you know, break the silence.
Definitely. I mean, I don't know. I think the answer to a lot of the sniper perma sniper stuff is just get hyper aggressive. I would want to see like. Okay, so Pingu's actually getting pretty aggro here, looking for maybe a forward pick on like a demo man or something, but Mio definitely has the advantage. Ooh, he gets body shot to 7, but he's gonna survive. I don't know,
I'd like to see, what is it called? Gay eSports or something? Gay?
GAR!
GAR, sorry, forgive me. I think they should move a bit forward and try and make space for Mio.
Oh, I see, okay, so I'm getting informed that it's Gary eSports.
Gary?
So it's
that's almost as bad.
GAR eSports. I'm just staying with GAR, I'm sorry. I'm not saying Gary eSports. But yeah, Sniper's not hitting shots and just waiting for something, but I think he's going lower, and he misses the shot on the Crud, which is a shame. But I think he's looking at far left, maybe?
He really should be protected here.
He's so alert!
He's walking into the base by himself.
Oh my god, he's not oh my god, he's picking aggro. His soldier just pushes him back there and gets cleaned up. I don't know, man. He kind of ran off by himself there. I don't even feel like it's on the team.
Sniper is a frontline class. We're gonna see Mad with a sack. He just gets annihilated by KPC with a brilliant air shot.
Yeah.
And gets appropriately sprayed. Good to see.
So yeah, Sniper just same stuff here. Like, I think no team's really committed to anything here. I would have. Well, KPC does look like he's taking a trade, but it's really late. They're not gonna have to Uber till pretty early. Costco finally pops KPC onto the Sniper, hits the air shot, but he survives. It's a shame.
Needs to get
forward
out
and completely knocking everybody away. Then we're going down to very low health, and Himari goes down to a soldier. Zoic actually. So we're just seeing this kind of devolve into an awkward DM fight, but the dispenser goes down for a trade of Sign rather. And Crud just sees that as an opportunity to walk forward and do what Crud does, which is mulch anybody in front of him. But,
I'm really surprised GAR eSports tried to stay in there after the trade. I think they should have backed off.
Yeah, the Sniper actually looks like he's been called in, but they're not focusing him, and Ben goes down. So I'm actually up on a loose cannon, which is a pretty big meme. I wouldn't have expected it, especially on a map like Snakewater. Yeah, it looks like they've pretty much given away this second point. Mio's trying to look forward into Sword, but he's gonna get out. The Sword presses him a little bit. Blaze really forward in. Is that Kitchen? Yeah, they're putting their heals in Kitchen, but Cosco gets double dogged and then Craters! Oh my god! That's ridiculous. So, I don't know
even have
camera,
Uber?
but they didn't. I don't like that push without Uber there, because like, you're
No,
just
it's
gonna be
rubbish.
free reign for a demo man. But Cosco, yeah, he just got double booked and then launched into the top of his kitchen and then crated on his way back down. That's hilarious. And Sign just says donk in chat. Even Uber's kind of stabilizing now because both medics did go down. With Mio and Sniper on the left, he's been giving a lot of room, so he should, if he has the room to get these shots, he should be punishing, but he doesn't seem to be hitting and still lose the point. That's just poor pressure.
I thought that was a really bad sentry gun. It's too late to put it down. It doesn't really accomplish anything. You want something that a bit more effective at pushing them back, especially when they're having a sniper. You don't want to give them a free reign in that position because he's eventually going to hit shots.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what Sign does on this because we haven't watched much of Sign to just yet. Bit more passive than the Crud positioning, but he's getting his sticky and he hasn't done any damage just yet. A soldier actually pushed it close left into Kitchen. The Sniper is trying to hit his shots, but he hasn't got anything done. Sign gets rushed by a scout actually, and the soldier aggression is just locked pretty much the GAR eSports players kind of back, but the forward aggression is kind of not paying off as Mio just peeks from top saw and ends up picking up the medic. That's a 2v1. Oh my god, Mio absolutely domes the scout pushing him, and now it's just Crud versus Mio, and Mio's gonna take this. But his proficiency has been called, and I would be surprised if Crud lets this happen.
One headshot.
He's going for it. He's looking for the play. He gets on. He hits another body shot now. He's going for the SMG spray. Can he get it? He kind of beefs it a little bit. Crud's on such low health, and he's just waiting for his to get to mid. But it looks like the GAR eSports players are finally getting in, and he gets down to almost 1 health. Yeah, 4 HP. For the side of Crud, and he's gonna back up. So if they're meeting at kill, it does look like he pushed them back, but they're not giving this up. It's like kind of dancing around Saw. It's kind of half-assed, to be honest. This is really awkward. They're all trying to push from Saw. They're just getting mulched.
What a flank by Mad at the moment. He's on the medic, but he's missed every shot on Bird so far. That's pretty shocking.
I can't believe this. Bird's just winning a fight with the scout. She gets the ability to get the drop. The 3-room blade. And then, oh my god, he picks up! Coscoa picks up the Uber! That's 80% for Coscoa for nothing.
I don't think GAR's team is gonna realise this.
Nobody
I'd really
does.
like to see them surprise.
Dude, like, I don't know, I'm pretty transparent. I hate that game mechanic. It's so terrible.
Halfway the only person on the planet who does it, as far as I'm aware.
Exactly. No, I've been starting to do it as well because of how broken it is as a game mechanic. Like, people don't play against it, so people don't realise how bad it is. But when it happens, it's like, okay, the medic just went from 0 to 100. It's like a quick switch Uber as well, like she couldn't have switched any faster, like just trying to medigun. Anyway, the players forward in lobby already. I don't think they are Uber. I wouldn't be this if I knew that they made Uber. I'm surprised they haven't just walked a scout through straight onto them.
They should do.
That's what they're doing, it looks like. Pink is a bit disconnected from his medic, and I think they're worried about traps. They only 2 left, and the players are getting ready to kite right now. The medic, they haven't got any kills, but they've got in a lot of positioning.
The gun is still alive.
Goes down. Haven't seen the gun and haven't dealt with it. And Mio hits a thing Zoic as the pyro. We drew down for Baguette, and Oh my god, this Pyro is still alive. He gets a 2k.
That's a pretty shocking push. And not only do I think the Uber was super early and they led with like inappropriate classes, but they didn't really accomplish anything during the entire exchange, and they especially didn't kill the gun. Not to mention one of their soldiers has the Calm Angler on, which doesn't actually do anything against, you know, the building, so maybe that's something they want to change. Fuck that weapon, it's rubbish.
Yeah, so they're already aggressing GAR just pushing through kitchen. They Uber, and jumps. It hasn't gotten anything yet, goes down to 2 health. He finally gets cleaned up by KPC, but killing a with an Uber push is not the ideal thing. Actually, no, I think he's pocket, but still, it's the best thing to do. They do gain mid, but the ad is there for the side of Baguette. Trying to push through grasp, but KPC goes down to almost, yeah, he finally gets cleaned up. I'm supposed to die earlier, so I get pushed forward, and he's on 2 health. He's cleaned up by Lugnuts, and Lugnuts is just trying to push out the scattered medic from lower. Mio picks up Pingu, actually, and they're just trying to slowly take us
shots, man.
Yeah, Mio's just kind of chilling there, not being pressured. Mad finally kills him with the pain train. Lugnuts is walking forward really alone. It's just Scat's medic here, but he has to be a bit careful. He's strongly pressuring them. No real communication. They need to get the scout. Yeah, he finally dies. Kill. And Lugnuts rushes straight on the medic. Bird goes down to Crud's stickies after getting minced. And then Crud. Man, Crud's just showing his dominance here.
I'd like to see the blue team go a bit faster than this and potentially lock the spawn. Although they don't get any spawners, so it's not an issue.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Mio is chilling. Yeah, Mio's chilling in the door.
Oh, they do have a couple of spawners, I didn't notice.
Yeah, so he's just hiding in this door, waiting for players. He hasn't been called yet, as far as I know, but he's got a pretty awkward angle.
Walking right into the middle.
Yeah.
Missing everything so far?
Yeah, he's missed all of his nuts. Maybe not warmed up, but they Uber it, and now he's in a really awkward position. He can kill Crud, it might be a while, but nobody's really doing it. He finally gets called out. And he's probably gonna backspawn. Is he not backspawning? Oh, now he backspawned. Okay, he's finally
gone away.
So we have Murray and Ben down. Mio back up on sniper, but he looks like he's gonna. He doesn't die. Pingu beefs these shots on the 2-health sniper, and he gets into spawn. And Murray ends up killing up Lugnuts, and it's a 4v5, and the Pyro actually owns the soldier. KPC actually getting a nice shot onto Kozkoa, and that's going to be a 70% advantage without losing a player to Gary eSports pushing out of last.
The lack of coordination on these pushes is pretty shocking. They pretty much ran one by one there and got focused down. Like lemmings or dominoes, whatever you want to call them, but it's brainless, it's not good.
Pingu's still up on the sniper actually, probably trying to equalize this disadvantage, but they're aggressive on scout, and I don't think they've been calmed yet. Pingu's not in a great position to punish a kitchen push. They Uber through kitchen finally, and they're just going to be backing this up completely.
They should get out entirely.
That was good. That was a good way to lose the to get out. They lose the mid, of course, but getting the Uber popped there without losing a player is probably the best thing that they could have done. The shame is that they've got a sniper, and they're kind of stuck with that, unless he wants to go all the way back to first spawn.
I think medics, when they have an advantage and they're trying to take a territory, rely too much on like popping the Uber to take it. Like, I don't think what are they called? Baguette contested them at all there. I think Bird could have easily walked into that mid without popping if she had, you know, the right information.
Definitely. So we've got Pingu down, and we've got people aggressing on source side a little bit. Murray going down, I think, to a spam fight against a soldier. They get their Uber up on Baguette, but it looks like they're wrapping straight to second, which is good because the only person there is a roamer on like 50 health. They work straight in. Zoic jumps straight up. Zoic ends up killing Bird. Oh my goodness! And the Uber is being popped. Has been popped at some point. I missed that behind the team, and Mio's up just trying to get anything done. He missed the shot on Cosmo.
Oh, what a pipe!
Oh my god! I don't think Mio's in his element this game, man. He's not hitting shots.
Yeah, I'd like to see the enemy team punish him a bit more. Like, they know by now that he's only going to play sniper, so they should be treating him as if he, you know, is just sitting at the back and getting pot shots. You just gotta go contest him.
Yeah. Crud, yeah, Crud's not dying. He's just hit these 7k, and it's just pushing out this demo medic out of source, taking this mid. Not really anyone to contest. Crud actually goes down really low. I think it was a body shot by Mio, or maybe a headshot.
Keep pushing. This is such a messy game.
Exactly. They've got 2 down. They're starting to break out grass finally, but oh my god, Lugnuts gets pinned up by Mio. Now I guarantee that they're terrified of this grass, which they don't want to just walk into a sniper. Soldier does jump, but he's an air shot by Mio. Okay, forget what I said about Mio being in his element. He gets truly nice shots there. Mad trying to win a fight with a buff. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's just Cosco and Crud. Cosco is just leaving Crud to probably die. No, he's getting out. They're not pressuring hard enough. He's got this Uber. I think they're gonna probably look at delay with the... No? Okay, they're just getting out. No, waste their overcharge on a holding mid, so...
There's actually a lot of cover from the sniper on the sniper deck. When you're pushing in through grass, you can avoid them. But they don't seem to want to.
They dropped Crud in the Uber and it's just a scout forward trying to get anything. They finally they haven't but I lied. Bird's just keeping this up. She has no reason to push. Finally Ubers on the 3 player remaining. Cosco is just trying to back up with his life as Pingu and Lugnuts are kind of just gonna... He should die. Pingu's just trying to take a battle and Ben's not... Yeah, Ben ignores him. He knows he's got the player's
Imagine
mind.
how much time Lippin just wasted. He just made 5 people come back just for him. They really should be going faster. So they should.
Yeah.
And now look at blue team. They're already able to defend second because of that time waste.
Definitely. KPC's getting forward and scouts. Yeah, they lose Crud, Lugnuts and Mad to really fast aggression. Even if it was a little bit late, KPC walking forward now through the left side with his demo man, just trying to avoid spam, but they've got no demo to stop this aggression. Pingu's up on the heavy and he's actually kind of mulching KPC. Drops it, but no one's there on the point and they're gonna lose that. KPC.
Yeah, I don't know. Just looked like a really bad fight from the get. Not really hitting anything, getting shit on.
Yeah. I'm gonna see... I want to see what Crud does this mid again, because he's pretty dominant for this entire game, and I want to see how he plays and approaches this middle.
He seems to just walk up and overwhelm Signed every time.
Exactly. I don't know, it might be experience or just Crud being Crud, but he does seem to have more aggression. He's just walking over and he's not getting spammed at all. Mad does get behind, but there's a soldier aggroing who gave it to great as Mio gets killed by Mad, and the health is just terrible. Oh my god, Himari! Mad just owns Himari, and the soldiers are just kind of cleaning up a little bit here. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's really nice. What I really like about Baguette's mid-fight is, apart from their aggression, is that they accumulate a lot of cap time as they're doing it, which really speeds up their transition to last.
Demo's behind,
should not
yeah, so it's just
happen.
on him, and don't let it happen. Okay, it doesn't. Cosco doesn't even take any damage, I believe. So, they're going to be pushing lower. I don't... They push so... I guess the sniper, but that was a very early push. They've barely even touched the heavy at this stage, and they drop Zoic! This is somehow still going in their favour. They've lost only one, but the repush should be coming out from Gary, but they're not hitting their shots. Signed, finally cleaning up damage. Let's go down there, just Crud. I can't believe that. That was so back and forth. Hold on.
It's a bit of a throw, to be honest, from Coscoa. Like, they just killed the enemy demo man, and they know there's a very premature sentry coming up. So, a late sentry, sorry. So, they really should not have popped that early. There's no need for it.
Yeah, well, I also don't like the lower pushing that. I would have gone probably right shutter and left there. Like, you're just gonna... I don't know, man. That was just awkward. I guess he's scared of the sniper, but popping that early through lower, it's just... Yeah. I'd rather not than pop that early, to be honest. It's just, your Uber's not going to do anything.
It was far too early.
So they're going to push up and now. Top saw Bird playing pretty passively, trying to avoid from popping, but there it is, not to get straight on top of them, and Mad finally it's clean to play. Signed. Oh my god, Mia gets caught by a trap! Oh my god, I think it was a blind dead. Yeah,
it kind of looked like it. And, you know, gauging the reactions, it would seem as such.
Yeah, definitely. Just a bunch of gibberish in chat, but they're up on this Uber charge, and I'd be wary if they didn't use it. They're going to go kitchen again. They Uber out and they get straight into KPC. KPC actually taking a lot of the attention away from the medic. But they're still trying to get him back. Lugnuts is aggroing really aggressively. The back cap, yeah, I didn't even notice this. If this gets on second and Madden ends up going down now. This is suddenly...
Don't be surprised if he caps this.
This is ridiculous, but he finally has someone last. He has to lose. No, Himari can't win. You can't win a fight with that much ping. He's on the 240 ping.
Yeah.
And you just can't dodge rockets at that height, but...
I empathise with him. I think he was in a bad position on the point as well. Kind of like, you can't really move around if you're getting juggled.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He almost got that. Regardless, they gained a lot of free territory for their team, so...
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, they've Ubered in, and it's kind of weird also backing out, but it's gonna be a third round. Thoughts?
Yeah.
This is so messy, like...
It's pretty gross. I think there's a lot of, you know, miscoordination going on.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know, like... Crud's actually really fast as well. Oh my god, that was a very quick one, and he's going to be beating Sign by a significant margin, Sign going on the lower roulette. But let's see, like again, like Sign is already on the back foot from Crud's aggression, and Crud's not even scared. He finally goes, and then my Bounty hits him with a body shot after he gets launched. Sign gets cleaned up by Mad, and Lugnuts gets stoned by Mio. Actually showing up to this mid this time, and Ben's just trying to keep Mad at bay, who is chilling behind him, but I'm getting ready for, yeah, they're getting ready for the jump. Mad just trying to find an opening, but it'd be very lazy if they gave him one. Finally jumps, tries to get onto Mio, can he get the kill? No, he doesn't. He gets cleaned up by him.
That's some good rockets just on too many people.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see Baguette just go flat out aggress on the mid fights and not wait for that sniper. It takes him such a long time to reach mid that he's effectively useless until he arrives, assuming he even hits anything.
Birds finally popped here. They've lost 2 in the Uber chat though, even before it started. And the health is bad, going to be post. Lugnut's trying to take a fight with Ben and goes down to 40. Soldiers behind, and he trades with Bird. That's
nice.
Kind of lazy. And the scout cleans up. That's a terrible Uber. And then it's 2 up, the sniper and the demo. It's going to be up for the sniper to go huge. He has a really nice headshot, but now he's got his position called. He's going to get cleaned up by Crud. I would have held my shot there and try to go for the medic. They didn't have the position called, but KPC's looking to jump. Mario's walking straight into the medic, trying to hit any shots. He doesn't get anything done, but because co-op does go down to KPC, and KPC almost kills a scout. The health on the point is terrible. Crud and Pingu going below 80 both, and the ad will be in the favor of Bird, but they should. I reckon they could take the second point. It looks like they're half-hearting it. They don't really want to risk losing any more players.
Notice that they were capping mid there. They weren't even watching the doorways. Like 2 people got in against them. It's not really acceptable. You know the enemy medic's dead, so you should know that the enemy team is going to gun for your medic.
Yeah. Mio, yeah, taking him up to sniping from the lobby with this Uber ad. I don't know, I'm interested to see what they can pull off with this.
How big's the ad?
It's like 60-50%.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're setting up on last with this actually. What's the timer? They've got 8 minutes. I reckon they might just play this defensively this time. Which is,
if that's what,
of course, the most fun part.
That's the right call. Yeah, but if that's what they're thinking, that's the right call. But if they know they have ad like they're grinding, I really dislike them having a heavy and the sniper, because it kind of slows down their push.
They're heavy and the sniper actually. They're moving lower, and they haven't Ubered all the way out on the grass. They finally Uber because of a bomb from Mad, I believe. But this is like, they're going to last, straight to last, and it's just a heavy defend. The heavy might have been a good idea after all, but they pause.
Well, let's go on a bit about that push. You could just see how ineffectual it was as a dot push when you've got something like a sniper and a heavy. It just reduces the overall speed of your team's movement too much, and just, you know, allows the enemy team to back off and get picks and get Uber.
That's fair. I want to see, yeah, KPC is straight onto medic across Koa, but the heavy versus scout lost, like Pingu's full health and Himari's around 200. Himari could just turn around and melt Pingu, but I don't know what to expect, to be honest. Kind of an option.
I imagine the scout will win that fight. I don't see how he couldn't.
It depends how much damage ramp up Himari has. Because if it's full damage ramp up, he could literally just turn around and do 100 damage the second the pause ends.
You see the boxes he's on? It's actually very strong because you can shoot above them. Because as you know, hit scan bullets come out of the player's head. So
yeah.
It effectively allows you to shoot the heavy, and while the heavy can barely shoot any portion of the scout. And since this isn't CS, his minigun's not going to do headshot damage against them. So we should see the scout come through, unless Signed is able to stop it. He's quite close.
Yeah. Just Signed. Quite healthy. You could just kind of spam the blimp, but
you're lagging out a bit.
But the cap's not touched at all, actually. Am I really? Okay. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, it reverts over time during a pause, so
yeah.
So I don't know
time
what
do we have on it?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. It's kind of my bad on that, to be honest. But I don't know. I'd say, yeah, I don't know. Probably no more than half, to be honest. Especially they're heavy on lights. There's no way. I just want to see who lagged out, because I'm imagining that's the reason why this pause is in play.
Could be a tactical pause.
I believe it was Pingu who's lagged out. Yeah, Pingu has gone MIA, so we're gonna have to see what they pull out of that. He's on his phone. They might have to get a merc or something, and we'll see what happens.
This pause could actually change the outcome. of the map, because now Signed is going to be able to relay to the heavy that there's a scout on him, if he doesn't know already. I imagine he does, or exactly where he is, and now the heavy can just like blast him to shreds. It could happen.
It could.
And I'm keen to see if KPC can... It looks like he's gunning for the medic, no doubt about it. But it's a pretty unlikely kill, considering the medic's attached to the scout. You can get a massive surf because of that.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of, I don't know. Like, all could be for naught if this heavy just goes down and then caps. I don't know what it'll do. Like, actually, no way. Pink is the one who lagged out. So no matter what happens, like, oh no way. Yeah, this is 90-second. No, yeah, this is a pause 90-second delay. So I actually wrong on that. So this fight is completely indistinguishable from the ping or the lag out. But I don't know, man. This could potentially go either way, to be honest. KBC's impact could be huge here. See if they've got 12 back in the server yet. I think Pingu's still dead. They might have to be grabbing a Merc.
What do you attribute the score difference to so far?
Score difference? I don't know, man. It's been so, like, messy. It's hard to attribute much to it.
Yeah, I agree. I do feel like Baguette is not really understanding or appreciating the enemy sniper and what that, what that means. I don't think they have enough aggression and try and force his team away before he becomes relevant. The sniper is effectively, useless until he starts shooting. Yeah.
I can agree with that. And Pingu is relaunching, so hopefully we see an unpause within the next 90 seconds or so. No man, like... So, yeah, we got KBC super forward on the combo, we've got Bird up on Bat, probably just looking to back up and maybe heal Signed. Himari versus Pingu. I don't know, so... Best case scenario for Pingu, he rushes Himari, gets both shots, 200. Does he just cap, or does he go for the demo and then cap, you say?
Assuming how close the demo gets, If the demo comes close, you want to kill him.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to be on the point, of course, to bait him in a bit.
He's on really low health as well, so he could easily just get, like,
totally
medium range shot by you straight off the bat.
If he dies in 2 shots as well.
So
easily.
I don't know, man.
I'm getting Steam messages. When's this player coming back?
He should be in any second now, to be honest. I think he just relaunched. Let me see if he's back in the server. No, he's just on the main menu, it looks like. Might be a laptop gamer. Oh, okay, he just rejoined the server right now. So we should see a ready up pretty much any second now. Dude. Oh man, I'm actually just to see how this falls out. I don't know, like I'd like to be able to see how many rockets KPC has loaded. I don't think it's showing on HUD. Oh wait, it might be. So no, it's not, it's a bug. But I don't know, if rockets loaded he should just get cleaned up pretty much immediately, I'd hope. But he has a buff, so it's really up to how quick maybe Crud turns around. Because it looks like Zoic's just jumped up to hut and he's kind of out of the way for a couple seconds. Finally on pause, he gets straight over the medic and 60 rockets, yeah.
And really back on last, he gets the cap. So all over in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Signed unable to fix it and it kinda sucks. But I'm gonna watch Crud again. Oh, he's been doing so much on these mids, it's hard not to see what he's up to. And actually, he's been hitting the really fast rollout straight into Soul side early. And he's been getting really like a really early sticky straight onto Signed pretty much every mid, which he does yet again and drops Signed medium health. And he's going to be pretty passive because of it. And Crud walking straight over the point, straight onto Signed, and Signed on 2 health. He's back pretty much useless for the rest of this fight. He's sinking kills. Matt goes down and Crud finally picks up Signed. They're all like kind of crunched up in this exit of Saw area, and Mio's just trying to get any shot he can. Like KPC on almost no health at all. He gets a crossbow just before getting hit by a sticky, and now it's kind of somehow going in the way of... That's bizarre. And Cosco should get cleaned up by Ben here, if he doesn't beef this.
He needs to kill Bun.
He hits a Saw and drops.
Oh, okay.
And they're gonna pick up the Uber. No, it doesn't matter.
It wouldn't be relevant.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know, man. I'm just scarred for life from that pickup.
What's funny is Baguette were winning that fight, the problem was they were doing a huge amount of damage to the opposing team, but they weren't carrying through any of the frags. They got the red team super low very often, but that doesn't really mean anything.
Definitely, they forced second actually, pretty much immediately.
That's a good
down
force.
to me. It is, and that's where the pause was real time. So Pingu should be hopping up in this over to get the 6th man up any second now.
So have Baguette? Oh no, he's returned. I was say have they expended all their pausing time?
No. So Uber's even. It might just come down to. No, we might see another sniper stalemate here. They've the 3 seconds, so they've the 3 rounds. It's 3 to actually. So if they can get a good re-push out a second here, this is really good for Baguette, and I wouldn't be surprised if GAR eSports were just going to try and chill on second and wait for the push, because it is their chance to move out, but they're moving out to lower. This is an interesting space. We don't have the Uber just yet, so they're going to have to delay a little bit. They finally come on the Uber. Let's go. Uber's at a lower immediately. This is already looking really bad. This is so kiteable. The KBC might be caught actually. No, they finally take the Uber in onto KBC. They're going to be pushing in. Cole goes to 80 and Crud goes down lower. He's really low, but frags have come the way of it. Can Crud live this? My god, Crud gets out on 1 HP from lower.
I really liked what they were trying to do there, but they spent far too long shooting the Scar hiding in the Frank spot. Then they really need to go on the opposing combo a lot faster with that ad, and they kind of just stuffed around a bit too much.
Yeah, that's getting out lower. Here's only an angle on train actually. And gets Zoic pushing up on the left side. And delaying time there, it's actually worked out for them in the long run. But no, we'll see what they do. It might actually dome Crud, that might be a push. They've got no demo and they're just getting a player up in 6 seconds. They should take any room they can.
They should be going to last right now. I don't know why they're waiting.
They're delaying it so long. They had 3 up and they're going to let it slide. I think maybe they thought the spawns were closer or something.
No, that's play.
Looks like Mia's trying to kill the sniper on the right side. But here's the room in the world. All the room in the world. Pingu not taking a buff there kind of messed with him. And that, please, like, push guys. Like, I wouldn't go lower in this situation either, but okay, no, it looks like they're going right side, they're gonna lead on Ben. I've been leading on Crud to get the sentry that you should expect them to have. And finally, it goes down pretty instantly. Medic gets out to spawn, and then Simon's got the spawn camp up, which ends up killing Pingu, and this should be round. If it's not round, I don't know what to say. Yeah, just scout Medic, unless Lugnut wants to get a 7k. Yeah, alright, we're good.
I suppose they're just delaying the inevitable. I don't know why they waited around, but whatever. Good push.
They have 3 minutes, so if they roll this, if Baguette end up rolling this first mid, they could definitely bring this back. But
yeah, it's probably be dead time if they manage to capture this mid. Blue need to really just double down on their aggression and not let Mio get any shots off. Like,
they should have won that mid right there, man. Like, Crud had them so pinned against the wall, and everybody was going to play the remaining damage. The scout goes down to super low Ben. KPC gets straight onto Crud. This is not looking good for a mid that they should be rolling. And the scout goes down and just scout Medic here, and Mio's trying to hit up pop shots onto Koskoa, who's making a really bad route trying to get out here. He goes down to 2 health.
Ben is very low though.
Yeah, he could win the fight. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. And that, unless we see, I don't know if it's possible, I think impossible, but I'm gonna see if they can miracle fight right now, but it looks like they're just setting up for last. So either they're memeing or they just don't care. Because they can't win now if they're just gonna sit on last and not do anything, which is kind of lame to see, because
the only chance they have for a draw is to rush right now, and it seems they realize this.
Yeah, they're doing it now, but they hadn't ended yet. I think they've just realized the timer to get him off, but oh my god, Sign, they're just sitting in a corner and feed Sign's DM, and just behind us, Scout walks in straight away, and KP ends up cleaning him up, and yeah, he walks in and caps.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about pushing everyone through cheese, but cheesy.
That's GG's have been called. There's no way for them to possibly win this with a minute 50. This is dead time. What did you see in that map, like, that caught your eye?
It's more about what we didn't see. There's just a huge lack of coordination.
Yeah, that's fair. Lugnut's rushing demo early, kind of the mid that no one's taking that seriously, and I reckon just messing around, padding, staffing, you're walking forward, actually kind of owning the players. He takes a fight with Ben, who beats his touch actually in the last skin up to some really nice ones, and should go the way of what's it called? Gary's, who could actually take another round. I have the time.
Oh. I thought Dirk was going to win that fight there. It's optimal, like, frag movie time.
Signs on sticky jumper, so... And, okay, so this is the interesting thing, right? The perma sniper, yeah, while he's playing, fuck, he just domes like nuts. It's product, and we've been seeing a sniper, which I want to see what he can do on a map where, like, perma sniper really shows the skin. Yeah, just getting trapped by crowd, and then sign jumping up on high, goes to the midi, he misses it. Thank goodness, and gets cleaned up.
Well, Snakewater is a pretty excellent sniper map, and it's not even bad once you reach middle, it's just the problem reaching middle.
Yeah. They're just gonna walk this in, maybe get them the last round. The soldier in Dembo is so low, Lugnut's finally cleans up KPC. And walking did kills Mo too, and Himari! Lugnut's just going absolutely super safe. He's just trying to back out. He's trying to hit a shot there, but Pingu is not gonna let it happen. And now they're just walking forward onto Signed, who's trying to pad his stats since they've been cleaned up. And what's the timer left? We got 5 seconds. Nothing's gonna come up this. Mad gets his last kill onto Ben, and that's gonna be it. He's just going in. Some skills. Last kill. It's yeah, 2-5. I don't know, man. Like
Australian Prem.
Yeah, it was pretty messy, to be honest. Like a lot of the stuff at the beginning, like they were having loads of issues with just coordination. Like there was a lot of issue aggressing on the sniper effectively. Like on mid, especially like someone like Wiethoofd walked forward, he mulched everyone in front of him, and like I think it was Signed or maybe even KPC went down to like 20 health, and like nobody just like tapped him. Like no one just sneezed on him to get the kill, and they ended up re-pushing and I think winning the mid, which is just inexcusable.
Yeah, it's pretty apt. Gosh, I honestly didn't think they'd win with the perma sniper. We should check out the logs.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do. Let me get the log on my screen. Just a second. Alright, I got the Snakewater ones up on my screen right now, and KPC actually going pretty huge. The 380 DPM top frag, KPC, something you definitely do want to see. Scout performances, we have Ben and Himari not doing like anything amazing, to be honest. Like both pretty standard stats. Pingu top damaging for the scouts, Lugnut's lagging behind just a little bit. So not high impact game from the scout. Crud actually doing a little less damage than I expect. I would have expected to see him hit the 300, where Signed does end up touching it, but he was really consistent and he was staying alive for the parts where I think it mattered. Zoic actually taking quite a lot of heals but not doing much with them. He took 30% and barely hit 200 DPM.
I think Dirk did pretty damn well, considering like the red team had most of the momentum.
That's definitely true. So yeah, product, I don't know. So on product, what I'm expecting is the sniper to do quite a lot more. I'm hoping at the very least to see him do a lot more. Like, you're basically a waste of glass if you're not hitting your shots. Crud should be absolutely owning on product. It's a pretty brutal demo map if you give him room to do stuff, so hopefully he has a chance to show his skin, and then I reckon Pingu will also get pretty aggressive on this. Everyone who's played product knows it's a pretty brutal scout map, so I'm interested to see, because Pingu is like known as like the WM1 scout, but he should be able to do a lot on product, especially with them being down a soldier, it lets the scout move around a lot more.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know, Mio is pretty amazing how much he got away with, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like he did get way too much rain, like they weren't pressuring him nearly enough.
It didn't feel like Baguette really ever kind of, established that he was perma sniping and didn't really try and treat it appropriately. Because it's not like Snakewater, it's a good sniping map, you can snipe anywhere. It's just that rollout is the only thing that's pretty much bad about it.
Yeah,
and they weren't punished for it. And, products completely different. It's good pretty much all the time. Except pushing out a spawn.
Yeah. I know GAR are a bit of a off-class team, so I'm interested to see if they run any stronger classes, more interesting classes rather, like, I don't know, reach like the heavy and stuff like that. But I don't know, I'm definitely hoping to see we can see some strength in terms of more interesting like scout performances, because we didn't see anything that special last round, and I'd like to see some scouts go ham. But yeah, I don't know. This could go up where I reckon that especially Baguette could definitely come out of their shell on product. I feel like it could work in their favour, but he's going to be capitalising off Crud's damage a little bit more, I feel.
Yeah, I think he did really well and didn't really have proper support. He was super dominant on every mid-fight versus his opposing Dimmerman.
Yeah. We got 12 on the server, 6 on each team, so hoping to see a ready up pretty much any second now, but we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know, man, like, I really don't know what to expect, like, because we usually when you see a team win, you can be confident saying, like, you know what, they're probably going to win this map too, but yeah, I definitely think that going from a CP map to a Koth map, everything can pretty much change. Like, some teams are really good at Koth and, like, a lot weaker at CP, or completely different on the other way. Some people just can't play Koth and are really good at capture points, so I don't know, man.
Half the time it feels like Highlander players are a bit understanding of Koth than Sixers players.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. But
there are very few teams that are actually capable of playing this map in Sixers that just don't understand, its flow and what to do.
I don't know. I think Koth is a bit of an oddball for a lot of people. And
yeah, it's too different.
If you're right, if you're on the money with the Highlander players, I believe that we have more Highlander players on the side of Gary, so we might see a bit of a repeat if that's true.
Yeah, man,
but
the experience.
I think he lagged out again. He might have lagged. He's not in the server anymore.
So is he a C player?
Is he a what? Sorry.
A Southeast Asian player.
Pingu? No, Pingu he's Australian. The Southeast Asian player is Himari. He's
okay.
I believe Singaporean. I don't want to.
Well, just like in that region, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Southeast Asia. I got you, but yes, Himari. I don't know. This is the issue, right? Is it's a pretty smallish map, especially in the front lines. Like, you don't have a lot of things to move around with, so dodging rockets could be a huge issue with Himari, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw lackluster damage because of it. His ping is already affecting his gameplay to a large amount, I'd say, and that could be even shown a lot more. Like, I remember I've played a lot of Asia Vault myself, and denying aggressive soldier bombs early in the mid is so much harder when you like dodge spam. It's just so messy. But we
not a believer in the lag advantage, where nothing hits you.
Only that's only true until like 110 ping, 150 probably. Above that is you just a disadvantage.
There's a threshold, a golden spot.
Yeah, definitely. But Ping is relaunching in real time as he's on my friends list, so we'll see. He'll probably get the server as soon as possible. We'll see another restart because apparently internet has been kind of dying recently. Casting Prime, it's the most fun you can cast in TF2.
I'm just gonna give this one to Gary, I think, man.
You reckon?
The Highlander expertise, Birdie, carrying them, and they have a perma sniper on a perma sniper map.
Yeah, man. This is like the closest we've gotten to Low Panda in Australia, so we have I don't know. The sniper could be an interesting play. Mad's currently in sniper. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried something like a perma sniper in return. Especially, it does seem like a bit of a last-ditch effort. Like, other teams who aren't comfortable with sniper end up trying to run a sniper if they can't play around it on product. Like, it's kind of like okay, well, I'll just out-snipe him kind of aim. But if you don't know how to play around sniper, it can just be a disadvantage for you guys. So we'll see if they can work around it a little bit. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to seeing more classes again because, like I said, I'd hope that both teams are pretty. I'd like to think that both teams do utilize utilities quite a bit. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. My predictions would probably be like, I'm gonna say 1-3 to GAR for this map at least.
As in 3-2 GAR?
No, yeah, 3-1 GAR. Sorry.
Yeah.
Butchered it, but yeah. Why did I keep changing between GAR and Gary? I need to fix that.
It's scary, right?
I've been told it's Gary.
If these teams don't like tag appropriately, I'm just gonna call one of them gay and the other one faggot.
Nice, dude. I don't know, man. Like, this could go to either side med. Like, I think Side's running the loose cannon again, which I think it might work a lot better on this map. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, you get a lot less room to maneuver around it. And I don't know, man. That double donk play on Cole, which launched him into the ground, was really funny.
Yeah, we all saw that.
I'm really hoping Pingu gets in soon so we can get started, because I think he's joining the server in real time. Yeah, in real time he's in there. We should see him join and get already up very soon, hopefully.
How much delay are they allowed? There's like a limit, right?
There is, but I doubt, like, it's usually just, like, gentlemen's rules most of the time.
Yeah, they're just being kind.
Yeah, I think the issue is just Pingu's been lagging out a little bit, so he had to fix his net, but I don't know, man. Like, especially with the fact that Hamari's so laggy, I could definitely see the scouts on Baguette doing a lot more work. Pingu being allowed a lot more room to walk forward, stuff like that. I don't know, like, something I really love, especially on this map, is because of like the faster respawns and the smaller like map time you have to walk. Is I really like the spy off class. Like I don't know what it is about Production, but I feel like it's legitimately like one of my favorite classes to go in like sack wave or something. Like wait for your soldiers to jump and then just jump if the medic is spy.
It probably is the most effective map for spying, like in terms of how long it takes for the spy to get a pick. But the problem is, I think it's quite predictable. Because of the proximity, it's pretty easy to hear the spy if you have a decent set of cans. But I still don't like how much of a time investment it is compared to a sniper. Like, it does take a long time to walk out, not hit anything, evade all sorts of damage, decloak and get in position, and manage to achieve that point blank stab.
Yeah.
And if you fail that, you probably wasted a good 40 seconds,
Yeah, and it's definitely in a game mode where you're on the clock constantly, more so than just DP, but it is a definitely good point. But we got 16 on both sides, so I'm hoping that we finally get a ready up out of, what's her name, Baguette. But, I don't know.
Yeah, I got Betty by soon.
It's basically like 6 AM in Kiwi
Might as well be.
I'm casting Asia Fortress after this, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, just betraying my organization. It's just a casual stream.
They have better production than Wiethoofd, I heard. Is that true?
Yeah, man. But we better wait till the stream ends before we trash talk, and we don't want to just go offline all of a sudden. But yeah. Actually, while we're waiting, because Pingu, if you can believe it, timed out yet again. Should we do some shoutouts that we've been needing to do? He just rejoined the server, but shoutouts to Tip of the Hat, so you should definitely check out this weekend. They start up pretty soon, and is this me? Or is the server been? Oh, okay, they wasn't pre-game, but anyway, yeah, check out Tip of the Hat, start this weekend, great charity, run by really cool dudes. No ozfortress stuff this year, but there's a lot of cool stuff to check out, great names in the TF2 community. Many years ago, loads of people who have retired are coming back stuff out. I think they're running some new games and stuff, so you should definitely check it out this year. And for future stuff, there's a stream, Decade.tf. It's a 10th anniversary stream for TF2. And you should definitely... there's a few things in the works right now. I don't know the entire line of work, but... Anyway, yeah, but they're looking to be good, and definitely keep an eye on it. Just, Decade.tf. And yeah, I think we're live in 90 seconds, so... Because we got the 6 in. I don't know why they're paused in pre-game. Oh no, wait, I'm an idiot. There's a 90-second delay, so... so this means they started and then paused in real time, because I'm just a nong who doesn't know how the games work. It annoys me that they're paused. That probably means that Pingu's timing out again. We might have to get a Merc if this continues, to be honest.
They might just be doing it to fluster you, Ollie.
Definitely. I don't know, man. Like, That actually, I think I'm not gonna get all anime and stuff, but I think there is a finite amount of pauses you're supposed to have. And not that I'd say that they're gonna enforce it. Like I said, it's usually just gentlemen's rules until you want to start enforcing them. But yeah, I think it's, I don't know. I'm not gonna quote rules that I don't know. So we'll see.
You can still complain about it.
That's very true. I can, but I don't know. Pausing, definitely the bane of every caster.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just gonna open red.com. Wait, is Pingu in the server real time? Let's check that out and see if you have time. Oh wait, are we good? Are we good? Alright, we're in. We're gonna see a...
We'll just unpause the pre-game, guys.
Dude, this is thrilling pre-game. I don't think there's anything less fun than paused pre-game. I don't think it's worse than that. You better think that... Well, I mean, like, they were live when they paused, so that means 90 seconds. Yeah, they're already up started, they're both getting a...
I'm gonna be watching Dirk, because that's fun.
Yeah, Crud can't go wrong with watching him on this mid. And Product, I'm expecting him to get really aggressive on this mid and try and deny any forward scout aggression. He's in a lower rollout. He didn't do the second jump into the mid to be on maximum health, which is interesting. He actually bounces Soldier pretty far forward and goes down to some early signed aggression. He's on the right side. They're all committed on right if you notice this. There's thing on the left side. Hamari's in point, but he gets piped back behind, and Mio ends up picking up Pingu and Zoe goes down, but the health on both sides is really lackluster. Mio just trying to pop up shots. It's like a 3v4, I believe, right now. My HUD is broken, but I think that's what it is happening. Lugnuts is trying to back up any players, but he can't get much done. He's going to probably back up with heals. The sniper's on the right, he could dome the medic, but he doesn't hit the shot. They haven't called the sniper yet.
He's in a pretty bad position if he gets detected.
Yeah, he needs to yeah, Koso's just standing behind and the scout should just walk in and clean it up, please? Yeah, he finally dies Lugnuts picking push shots, but the Uber's about to come up, and finally the mid goes the way of Baguette.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty amazing how Baguette were initially winning that fight, despite not having the sniper, you know, hitting shots. I suppose that's the right thing to do. You need to make space for him to come in.
Yeah, definitely. They're at the Uber up as well, so they should just be chilling. Oh, wait, waiting for reaction. They're playing the medic forward here, not playing for anything. The Lugnuts goes down to Shamari actually, and then finally Uber comes out, but it's really bad. They're trying to...
This is shocking.
Yeah, this is terrible. They're just walking backwards, and they finally re-Uber on a scout. So he gets forward KPC and Ace. Cosco going into 30 health, he doesn't die and...
Are they not going to kill Cosco? He finally goes down.
And that's a little midi from Zoic there. Matt goes down, but it's... Quite gets body shot, and he should get cleaned up here by the scouts. Yeah, Ben cleans him up with the help of Hamari. Oh my gosh.
Fat middies?
That was a really nice midi, yeah. Big midi on Zoic from Signed, and the old... he drops the big Gary in chat.
Alright, feel good.
And I think they're looking to do a little bit of forward hold. It looks like they're half committed. Ben's pretty aggro on grass, but it looks like they're just chilling out and actually back on point. And Cosco actually takes like 50 damage body shot there. So I think that'll be a sack wave, but it's kind of lackluster so far. Mad actually gets straight onto the medic, and I lied. Tried to just jump on his bird.
That's a good sight.
Yeah, a weird bomb from Zoic ends up working out in their favor. He doesn't get pressured nearly early enough and just lands a really nice rocket onto Bird, which allows him to be one-piped. Which allows her to be one-piped, rather, by Crud. So. Who is that scout? Because that's Spooge. Spooge.
Yeah, he's being subbed in, it would seem.
Spooge is the merc for them.
That was a self-explanatory. That medic pick was self-explanatory, but I'd like to go back to the previous fight where they just milked it a bit too much, and it ended up costing them the round. Not the round, but the point.
Okay, getting back. That's on the side of Bird. Yeah, Bird has the percent advantage. See if... Wait, yeah, there's some aggro now. They kind of backed up. This KBC gets aggro onto Cliff and ends up getting cleaned up. Lightnut's dying to Crud. 3 players down for the side of... oh my god, they're just falling like flies! Spooge is going, he just got a 3 and he's walking straight at the sniper. He's getting the 4th. Okay, so Spooge comes into the server and just starts slapping everybody, saying, you better know my name, boys. And they greet Spooge after the 4K, so... Man,
do you think these teams know how to forward hold? I don't think they do.
They don't really. They didn't really commit to it for some reason. It looks like they're doing another sack wave though. They're still up in the sniper. Hasn't changed off its higher on last, to be honest. It's like he's just trying to get something done. He could get crud here if they let him. Looks like they've called out. He's shooting and he does bump at a scout, but it's not enough. They actually to Clint low nuts. KPC also Clint Zuba. This is disastrous. And he's taking a fight with the scout. He shouldn't win. Please don't let him win. Yeah, he dies. Finally on concrete. That's a 90% advantage. Coming very soon.
Yeah, I think if the enemy medic is, you know, the contesting medic is not on the mid fight, there's no real reason to be popped. Just get your medic out, because their entire purpose there was to force Kozkoa. If you don't see the enemy medic, you want to back and return your Uber. If the enemy medic is coming in, you need to go in and trade against them.
Yeah, for sure. They're getting aggro already on good point. They do Uber pretty late. The soldiers behind them. On bad Spoot gets cleaned up by Signed. He's just dancing around in the air, trying to draw eyes. The cap is going to come out and it's going to be even, but the ad is in the favour of Baguette. KPC's forward on grass. Maybe he only had a force, but he's not going to meet anybody. And so they're just trying to chill in spawn. They're not trying to lose this Uber before they get it. Mio, they're looking like main, it looks like, and Mio's watching the cliff side, so they could get aggressive with this, definitely win this fight. They need to get forward now, because they don't have that much time. They're trying to break the main, but they pop really late after they actually take a bit of damage. Mario goes down on the bit too forward, and so does Nine. Trying to get forward. They could pick up third here. This is really sloppy from GAR eSports. They should not be losing this many players.
Please don't let Mio get 3 shots off. Just go kick his ass before he gets another headshot. Good.
Yeah. You need a soldier to be aggressing him in those. That's what pretty much anybody, to be honest. He seems to be getting free reign to just like pop off headshots on anybody that he can, and they're actually on the right for a repush. The time is just even, but they have an ad. I'd be going wild. It's still even. It looks like they're trying to do yes. The soldier breaks through. The try gets launched up straight into the air. Terrible health inside of GAR eSports. I mean, they lose Spooge, not Spooge, sorry, Signed, and Spooge is walking in behind them. Lightness goes down, and that's 3 down for the side of GAR eSports, and Spooge is just trying to get away from the sniper with an SMG, which is just
so much better for Baguette. They fought it in such a way that Mio was pretty irrelevant. He wasn't able to hit anything, so they got to take a much better fight in terms of players and position.
Yeah, they finally everyone on the point just to delay time, and it's gonna be it.
Cool. Yeah, nice round. I'd like to see them be more aggressive on the mid-fight and not let the sniper get position again.
Yeah. They're trolling out like 3 players cliff this time actually, maybe looking out for the bomb. Kind of strange rollout for the medic to be on the left, and they're pretty much sticking on their plays on the left. They've only got a soldier on the right side of concrete, kind of reverting back to the rock bush. Pride goes down to a fight from Sign, but Sign gets traded to Mad, and the sniper is just kind of keeping an annoyance constantly on the players. He's finally being jumped, and he's going to go down after taking, I believe, a crossbow from Bird and a rocket to finish him off. And that's going to be
nice.
Another mid going to the side of Baguette.
Doc, come on, man.
I'd really like to see them do forward holds, but I don't think we're going to see it by these teams.
Yeah. Mio's not had much impact so far, to be honest. He's just kind of got this like straggler
No,
soldier every now and then, which is interesting to see. So he gets deep onto the demo, man. He ends up getting piped though, and that's going to be losing a player in an unideal position right now. They end up being at KPC. Yeah, that was really good waiting on those stickies, not forcing them too early. Mio's actually got a good angle here. He could probably pick up the medic if he plays a little bit aggressively. Oh, he body shots the medic and doesn't get the pick. Bird's just giving him the angle and he misses 2 shots.
Yeah,
that's really
Cost needs to be careful, like he's standing right in front of a sniper. Yeah.
Low nuts, yeah, just standing still right in the open when he did sniped, and ends up picking him up after the kill, after the fact, and they Uber straight into the point, maybe trying to get a boot.
Pretty shocking.
Sign dies straight away. Ben's.
Oh wow, Cost's just ditching his pocket. That's just me in a nutshell.
Ben just runs forward, he gets onto the medic, he gets onto the demo, now he's fighting the scout. Can he get anything else? He doesn't seem to be fighting that much. He goes on to Low Nuts, can he get that kill too? Doesn't, but Low Nuts is going pretty huge. And then Mario just walks in and slaps them both and says, no, I am the boss.
It's pretty sad. Like Red had such a advantageous fight there. They had a better players and they had the the Uber pop advantage, but Cost just dropped his pocket and to an extent his demo. It's pretty lame.
Now we have Spooge Sniper, who is a very competent sniper. See if he can outplay Mio and Yeah, he just walks out and bodies
Good old
me.
Patrick.
Good old P. Duffy, man. Spooge actually taking forward position. He saw the head of side for just a moment there, but he didn't connect any shots. And I'm surprised that they're not taking any ground off this. They have no heals. I guess they just want to wait for players before pushing. Maybe get the Uber charge. Spooge back on scout. Yeah, it looks like it's looking to play this comfortably, not with the player advantage.
They need to call the enemy sniper and adjust the position so he's not in their sight line and move forward.
They are on a scout
Does
get like the sniper is on China, which seems that which need to sort of to be aggressing. Matt does get behind to try and jump onto them, it looks like, but we still hasn't been killed or that officially signed goes down trying to sack, it looks like. They're going to be pushing forward, Hamari up on the concrete side. They're starting to move it up a bit, Mio on cliff. They lose KPC for Spooge. Probably a favourable to the long run, but Mad goes down as well. You don't want to be losing your players in this situation. They have the Uber, which probably should pop out here if they want any chance. They lose Zoic as well, Cred goes down, they still haven't popped. Okay, so that's an interesting call. They do hold the Uber, which does work in the long run, but that was a bit sketchy. Himari is just trying to pull onto Crud. Crud went down pretty low. They still haven't used this Uber card. Looks like they're going to have to now, and they drew another
This is what I'm
player.
talking about.
Why is he dropping so many players in these Ubers? You don't have to be this ballsy with it, man. In the long run, you're just hurting your team. Like, having a longer Uber is good. Having more players to Uber on is better.
Yeah, I think too many medics have got the concept that milking the Uber is like a sign of a good medic. The only thing to strive for. They really just let the enemy sniper gain too much ground.
Yeah. Bird up on our Uber as well because there's a 50% on call, so he's not on a huge disadvantage, but that's getting in. Pride just jumps on straight into the medic onto the thing. He gets on straight in, both soldiers for this, but they do force out Bird, and with the 70%, it's just going to be a matter of time for respawns to come in. And that's pretty good. Like, the first stack advantage. It's pretty awkward when the sack wave doesn't get the medic player, but doesn't never hurt that bad. The sniper back on China again, just change his positioning the entire game. But it is a pretty safe position to sit in if you can have people denying the jump.
Hey, check out Himari, the lag advantage, 3 doms.
They're walking forward, Zoic's cleaned up immediately by Mio. Himari goes down to Mad. I'm watching Mio right now, he walks under the point, he drops.
Oh man.
Because I think Cos actually didn't have Uber because they did trade, but I'm not sure. But that's going down to Mio as well. We're doing a lot of work all of a sudden, and Spooge is trying to not die, but he gets absolutely demolished by KFC. Matt ends up picking up Mio on the return, but Crud and Zoic are probably just going to have to get out of here. Crud just setting up a trap. KP's trying to get forward, but messes up his jump. But Zoic actually a bit forward. I see onto the medic, but it's not going to happen. This is awkward. They have a minute to get this force and then repush. And if they forward hold, this could be a real big pain, but not. We haven't seen a forward hold out of either team the entire game.
No, they don't know how to. They need to get this, either this medic pick or... They should be sacking, really. Red team needs to sack against this defending medic, which they're doing.
Demo jumps, but he gets hit into the railing. Bird goes to very low. I don't like Bird positioning there. She's in a position to only surf away or anything like that, and she gets forced pretty easily.
It's not necessarily too bad considering how much time they have, although Costco should be able to have... This is going to be the last big fight, we'll see. And this pick might just, accelerate it.
Yeah, KBC going for the forward pick on the sniper there, which wasn't really worth it, to be honest. Does do a trap from side. They can still work at this. The player does spawn, but they Uber really early. So we're afraid of the sniper yet again. They're one to the point, but they've gotten almost no damage.
They need to move forward here with this Uber right now.
What are they doing? They're just kind of messing around on the point. The re-aggression's going to come out. That's already on 60%. The point's coming up. Oh my god, Signed is just absolutely mulching the players in front of him. That's going really heavily in the way of GAR, but oh my god, they end up getting the pack. I mean, okay, that happened. Cool. They end up still losing it.
Blue team is... I feel like they should be able to reach this in time.
Hamari's rushing it. He could get delayed if he... Oh my god, he just 2 shots through the lag advantage. You're not wrong. And then, yeah.
Wow, it's pretty amazing they managed to win that fight, to be honest, considering they spent their entire Uber just to, like, get on the point, which is a huge
rush. They didn't aggress within the point, which is... It was just super good. And then they lose guard and another player, but they still make it work. Signed is super forward on Rock. Doing the same kind of mid, Crud's just chilling out. Crud's been dying on these mids pretty early, recently actually. Crud going down really low. Signed actually dies, doing really good pressure from Mad. Miro picks up this bridge in exchange on the side of the point. Nuts goes down, Himari goes down. It's kind of just oh my god, everyone just because Cole picks up Bird. And because alright. Crud's just bottling KPC. Crud, no, that's... Oh man, Crud is not honourable, man. Cosco's
KPC is going for the pick.
Yeah? He's trying to get onto the medic. It's always such an awkward position, just... Ooh, god, man. Putting himself in a weird place, but they're in the super ad, so they should let them just cap here, they should walk forward, but they're 80% only right on...
Don't get body shot, please.
I bet you don't. 70... Oh, they're about to go off in the Uber, but the health is so bad. They're all on red, pretty much, except for... Everyone is on red except for Spooge right now. Mad goes down trying to get forward onto the players for some reason, but just losing players here. The Uber finally comes out. Stop dropping players, please. Oh my god,
If
okay.
mid dies, a bird should die here.
Oh, thank god.
That's not so bad. I don't know how close she was to Uber.
It was like 70, I'm just saying.
Oh, that's fine then. That's not close enough to warrant like a
They shouldn't have been
necessary
that
pop. Yeah, totally. Especially considering Cos had Uber. Maybe they think he's just not going to use it in time.
I was just so... I mean, like, every time I watch Cos, he's like... there's like a player dying around him. I feel like he's milking way too hard for not enough purpose, to be honest.
It's not necessarily so bad if the enemy medic is not close to Uber, but I imagine that they weren't, you know, aware of it.
Yeah, so he gets deep in, he does a lot of damage, they Uber, but at least he doesn't drop that many, he only drops Lugnuts in this fight. But that's exactly what they want, they're just building up this Uber, they're already on the 60%, and they're going to probably repush. We'll see if they try and do a forward hold. Crud's already getting FCs on the side, but it doesn't look like they're going for it. Spood actually rushes Mio, getting way too forward in main by himself, actually.
I think that was an unnecessary pop though, because like, all the sackers were dying, like, and there was no pressure on Cos himself to get forward.
It's worth, like, losing the
Yeah,
players?
I think you retain it, and just like when they spawn, you just go in and match them. And now, but now the blue team is able to push with complete advantage, and they should manage to get picks here and take the point as a result of that, uncontested.
They have Ubered on the left side because they were forward holding a little bit, but they do take the point, and the health is terrible. Players going down left and right. Left, right, and centre. The other one left is actually custom connector Spooge just on the side. He gets piped and wins him off, and that's a return wipe with the Uber charge. Pretty much textbook, to be honest.
Gosh, like they knew they had complete disad, and they were that close to the enemy Uber. It's just bad. But good push by Blue though.
Yeah. Oh no, I'd like to say off maybe a spy or something interesting here, but they aggro straight out of cliff onto Signed. He's down to 30 health and quickly cleaned up by Spooge if he does this, but he's gonna get bounced around. Spooge finally gets the kill. Mayo does hit a body shot onto him to save his own life, but the stack wave doesn't go as you'd hope it does, because Bird does not die.
I like her position more here, like behind the what would you call it? You know, this is the supporting structure of the bridge, the little shack. It's a lot harder to get enemies to that position.
Yeah, you can also duck around it a little bit, like, it's a bit of an awkward thing. If you stand straight onto it,
totally.
People struggle to jump over and into you and stuff. But that doesn't look like getting aggressive. The Uber is almost up for cost, but he goes down.
They're taking a massive amount of damage.
Yeah, Mio's hitting body shot after body shot on the left.
And they're losing players, this is disastrous.
Yeah, Mad does get a return onto Amari, and Mad almost kills the sniper who goes down extremely low. But he gets cleaned up himself. Signed actually goes down, and so does Ben. I don't know how these frags keep just happening.
I can't believe they're winning.
The sniper's up on the left though, and oh my god, he's gonna get a
Secret Agent Mio just getting free shots off.
He's still missing his free shots, is the issue.
Guys, he's right there, look, you see the sniper? Please.
They're starting to pressure him finally. No, they're not! He's just... Don't drop the medic, yeah. If he drops the medic, I quit casting forever. Alright, both scouts finally just walk at him, and he finally dies super forward. I can't believe that, man. They're finally up on cliff, they're moving it through, they're on 40% disadvantage, but they don't really seem to care. They've got 60 seconds to make a move, and then like walking in, Himari like flick shots. No, Ben's already kills Mad. And starting aggressive now, Soldier gets aggressive onto the point, just trying to take any fire he can. So he gets bounced all the way back.
They're gonna rush onto the medic, I'd love to see them do it here. Bird should die, no excuse.
She should. No way, yeah, okay. So he dies. Spooge is just walking forward and flag for me, I think, but Ben going down as well, so yeah, that's a pretty good way to do it, but Mio's out in main. They're starting to get a forward onto the medic here, the medic goes down to 80.
The medic needs to back off here and just not, you know, get sacked, I would say.
Yeah, Spooge rushes straight onto Mio, and then Bird kills Spooge. Mad, oh my god, they're just dying for no reason. Super forward, Mario on the left trying to aggress into anybody that he can. They're walking up, Crud's getting pressured a little bit now. Starting walking over lane. Himari pressure from the left, Scouter gets very low, Crud finally downs.
Oh, that's so bad.
And
if Cos gets out here, it's fine, Okay, that's fine.
They
have massive override. what we're going to see is the red spawners are going to come up faster with the Uber ad, and they're just going to go straight in, and we should see.
Oh my god! He rushes across. Oh my god, he survives. And Mario was hiding in the bot in main, and he double meat shot cross, but
yeah, it was close. But they're 2 down now, and they're versing a team of Uber. That's why they're in the desperation pyro. Like Mio's finally switched up. I don't think we've seen this yet.
They finally Uber. They go straight into the pyro. The pyro should die straight away. The soldier's on the right, being contested. He starts getting walked out by
Bird needs to die here. Yeah.
Bird's going to die. She hits Uber. She pops. But they're gonna cap, they have 1 second. Oh my god, that's so unfortunate. Bird couldn't get on the point in time. And that's gonna be the GG's.
Yeah. What do you think, Ollie?
I don't know, man. A complete turnaround, to be honest. They didn't really have a grip on that map. I think the sniper, for some reason, worked worse on product than it did Snakewater. Strange, to be honest.
It kind of just felt to me that both teams are just playing a version of Pudak. Like, I don't really, I don't think they really grasp what needs to be done.
Did a lot for them, to be honest. I feel like Spooch had a lot of impact.
The tactical Merc drop. Very good.
Yeah. So I'm looking at logs right now, actually. So both demos doing a lot. Getting the 330 DPM, but dying significantly more than Crud. The things I'm noticing is, one, Mio not doing much, only 18 kills, and I felt like barely any of them were crucial, and doing very little damage. Lugnuts as well seeming to have a harsher time, maybe dealing with sign spam or something, but hitting a really bad scoreline, only hitting the 150 DPM.
Wow, both those players were super irrelevant this map. That's incredible.
Yeah. Ben actually doing a lot, getting the 31 kills and the 275 DPM, getting a lot of cleanup and damage out.
I saw him cleaning up really well. Not necessarily a huge amount of damage, although it certainly wasn't bad, but he was consolidating picks very well.
Yeah. Honestly, like, it's a pretty good scoreline. The scouts. Okay, I want to see the scouts on blue. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna check out medic stats. So, oh my goodness, Koss died 5 times. Bird died twice as much. The heals went into sign. They kind of equal healed.
A huge amount of healing going into the pocket.
Yeah, and then the drops actually. The Ubers, 8 Ubers to 13 Ubers. That's pretty abysmal. Like the 5 Uber difference.
Gosh. Yeah, that's massive. I feel like that was due to, like, when Bird was at a disadvantage, he's not far enough back, so she just dies to the Uber rushes or the forces too much.
Yeah.
Not able to achieve Uber as often, which probably spelt the game, to be honest.
Definitely. I don't remember doing any interviews tonight, so I think unless you have anything else to say, we can wrap this up shortly.
No more product, please.
Burn product.
Oh, I don't have to cast it though.
Yeah, no product. Anyway, so just really quickly to shut it. Do you have any shout out? Okay.
Being spammed by a few people. Flying Buddy, Mackie, and Snow. And Fuzz.
Nice. I've got a couple of people I wanted to shout out actually. Shout out to, of course, as always, our beautiful European producer Wiethoofd. Does everything live, and he's actually starting up a Twitch channel for himself, twitch.tv just Wiethoofd. You should check it out. Just spelled it as his name is on screen. It should be somewhere. Twitch.tv/Dreamboat, another person who's been part of TF Live long before I have and has done a lot for us. Like I said during the stream, Tip of the Hats is this weekend. You should definitely check it out. And look forward to Decade.tf, a 10th anniversary stream for TF2. And with all those out of the way, I reckon we should call it there. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye.